Hey, this is Shiraz with SM3 Empowerment. This is question number 2 out of 4 for how you can start to transform your life. If you remember yesterday's question, it was, who are you and what do you want? There will be a link for it below this video clip. Today's question, my friends, is where are you and why are you there? Now, Plato has a great quote, so we're going to start this presentation, this little talk off with a quote from Plato. He said, "It's okay to understand why kids are afraid of the dark. The real tragedy is when grown adults are afraid of the light." Think about this. When you're trying to dial in the directions on a road trip into a navigation system, it won't start until you actually put in your start destination, where you actually are right now. So as you create a life map, what you're going to do through a self-analysis process is understand the choices, you'll understand your wisdoms, you'll understand your behaviors, you'll understand your thoughts, your feelings, your attitudes, what you've done, what you haven't done, which has actually got you to this point in life. Now, after you've done that, you'll be able to analyze which of the choices were productive for you and which of those choices were not so productive for you. Now, it's very easy with hindsight to look back and say, that was a stupid move. But listen, at the time you made those choices, you had the best wisdom and the best knowledge you could. With hindsight, you can look back and think of it differently, but at that time, it was the best choice. So don't beat yourself up about that. You'll also be able to understand your not so productive behaviors and thoughts. So once you've done this, you'll then be able to understand where you actually are right now in life. Then you'll be able to start to move forward towards where it is that you want to go. First, discover the facts, then face them. You can't manage what you don't know. When you understand exactly where you are in relation to where you'd like to be, life becomes a lot more easier because then you'll know what you need to do in order to progress. But if you don't know where you are right now, it's going to be harder for you to get to where it is that you want to get through to. It's the casing story from Alice in Wonderland, for example, when she's on that path and she comes to a fork in the road and there's a big Cheshire cat parched up there in the middle of the tree. So she asks the cat, "Cat, which road should I take?" So the cat replied, "Well, where is it that you actually want to go?" Alice said, "I don't actually know." So the cat said, "Well, whichever road you take, it will get you there." So understand where you actually are right now in life. Then you'll be able to understand which roads you need to take, what actions you need to take, what you need to correct in order to move forward. There's just something that happens on an unconscious basis with regards to your thoughts, your feelings, your attitudes, your behaviors, that sort of align you towards moving in the right direction. When you go through a process, which I do with my clients, for example, the first thing that we always do is self-analysis. Self-analysis is fundamental to people finding out who they are and where they stand on issues that are important to them, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, where they are in a balance, in regards to the balance in their life. Then you'll be able to understand what you need to do to move forward. In the self-analysis process, people get to create a clear, compelling, strong vision of their future, of what they want to be, what they want to do, what they want to have. And also through this process, they get to understand how they think, how they feel, how they act, and how they don't act. Because you see, all of these are the things that come together that create your outcomes. So my friend, if you are wanting to repeat the similar outcomes of what you've actually achieved already, then carry on doing the same things that you're already doing. But if you're wanting to step out of your comfort zone and become a better version of yourself and just test the waters and see how amazing life can be, then you're going to have to change things. Change is hard, but it's a process that everyone can do if they're willing to take the actions. But the first thing, absolute first thing you have to do, without a shadow of a doubt, is understand where you are right now. When you understand where you are right now, then you'll then understand what you need to do to get to where you need to get through to. But most people are focusing on where they want to go, what they want to achieve, but not really taking stock or inventory, for example, of where they are in their lives right now, in all the areas of their life. So that's me over and done with for today. Question number 3 will be coming up shortly. There will be a link for it, so stay tuned.